It all started when Fireman Sam was born in the year 1912 to his mother, Beatrice von Fireman, and his father, Samuel McDonald's. The mother insisted that he be named John after a favorite TV series, but the father wanted him to be named Sam after himself, which caused a big dispute, which led to them being separated. Not much is known about Sam's formative years, but seen in Season 1, Episode 16, he did have an emo phase as a kid and loved My Chemical Romance and dyeing his hair. And ever since he was a young child, he wanted to be a doctor, but unfortunately, he was too stupid. So, he settled for being a fireman instead. Once he completed high school, his beloved mother Beatrice had died, which sent him into a spiraling depression, and he went back into his emo phase. Then, 2 years after his mother had died, he decided he needed to change. He looked to his great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather Abraham Lincoln, the first firefighter in the world, and how many lives he had saved. And Sam decided to become a firefighter himself. At the age of 21, he set off to firefighter school, a school for firefighters. At first, he was failing. He was a loser. He had no friends, but with the power of determination, he managed to get by with a C-, meaning he had succeeded at fireman school. Now, it was time for him to do the real thing. He had become a fireman, just like Abraham Lincoln. His first mission was pretty simple: save a cat from a tree. He was up to his usual wacky shenanigans, trying to figure out how to get the cat down. Then, he found a ladder. He started climbing. When he was almost at the top, he fell down. All the onlookers thought he had died. It was truly a mortifying sight to behold. One onlooker even called the ambulance, and when he woke up, they told him that it was a miracle he had survived. He had broken one of his legs, 4 ribs, and fractured his skull. But Sam wasn't concerned with that. He asked the doctors, please tell me I will still be able to be a fireman. The doctors had some bad news. For a bit, Sam considered ending it all. Everything he had worked for had been taken away from him by a cat. No, he had to be strong. He may not be able to be a fireman, but he can be a video game developer, he thought to himself. So, for the next few years, he worked on a game that he thought would break records. This was it. He was almost done. He was about to complete his magnum opus. He anxiously released it to the public, waiting for the critic reviews. Had it all been worth it? Yes, it was! He had made the single greatest game humanity had ever seen. With a complex game design that was hard to master, it brought in a fierce speedrunning scene, with thousands of people fighting to get to the top of the leaderboards of the greatest game ever. Fireman Sam matching pairs. I guess you're wondering about how all of the speedrunning unfolded. Well, we actually have the world record holder himself here on today's video, and he would like to give a few words on the state of Fireman Sam matching pairs speedrunning.
When I was a young boy, I loved video games. I'd spend hours every day playing them, my eyes locked onto the screen, dreaming of being the best of the best. As time went on, I progressively got better and better, and I found myself wanting more of a challenge. Then I found myself involved in the speedrunning community. It truly did intrigue me. Before I knew it, I was snatching world records left and right. My name quickly became known. I was the legend named Gregnant. However, things would change when video game sensation Fireman Sam Matching Pairs released. It quickly rose to the top as the #1 best-selling game of all time, and thus, the speedrunning community was racing for the top spot. At first, I wasn't too interested. I didn't really care. But as time went on, I saw the potential. How big it could have made me. How much of a legend I truly could have been. And I made it my destiny to become a world record holder. A fireman Sam, matching pairs. I trained every day for hours on end, until my eyes hurt, until I couldn't feel my fingers. I came so close, so many times, yet it was just barely off by seconds. But then, on January 12th, 1976, I would do it, and I'd beat the world record by a large margin. All my hard work would pay off, all the bloodshed, all the tears and sweat. I did it, and I won a Nobel Peace Prize and several awards for my insane world record. I had cemented my name in the history of Fireman Sam matching pairs forever.
Wow, what truly incredible words. What really brought a tear to my eye. Sorry. That was so emotional. Thank you, Gregnant, for being part of this truly incredible, insightful video. Anyway, on with the story. Sam wanted to make a sequel to his hit game, and he already had a few ideas. One that really stuck with him was Fireman Sam Match the Shadows. It was incredible. There was no way it could fail. He decided to try and find some game developers to help him with his new game. And with the success of his last game, everyone wanted to work with him. He decided to work with one person that hit him up. Bethesda Game Studios, the creators of hit games such as Skyrim and Fallout 4, to help him make his new game. They decided to make it an open world RPG game, which was a decision Sam didn't really agree with, but alas, he had already signed the contract. He had no choice. Another thing that bugged Sam was that he didn't really have anything to do with the development of the game at all. But he thought to himself, these people made my favorite video game, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. There's no way they'll mess it up. Sam was hopeful. Whilst Bethesda worked on his game, he used his time of freedom and wealth to just live life. He would go out to eat wherever he wanted. He went on more vacations than he could count. He was out all the time. And on one of these outings, he met the love of his life, President Barack Obama. He approached Obama and initiated small talk. Sam was very awkward, as Barack was smoking hot. At first, Obama seemed uninterested, just another awkward man that was attracted to his incredible looks. But eventually, Obama had realized this was the person that made his favorite game, Fireman Sam Matching Pairs. At this point, he had fallen head over heels for Sam. They went back to Obama's place and watched Netflix or something, I don't know. At this point, we time jump 2 years into the future. Sam's new game is just about to come out, and people are eagerly awaiting. But that's not important to Sam anymore. He's about to marry Obama, the love of his life. It was going to be the greatest day ever. Obama had gotten his two favorite musicians to perform at their wedding, Drake and Eminem. It started off incredible. Obama's whole family was there. While Sam was up at the podium and Obama was walking down the aisle, Eminem wanted to play his hit song Back, but Drake wanted to play She Used to Call Me on Her Cell Phone, which started a quarrel, and then Drake touched kids or whatever, and then there was a big fight, which ruined the day for everyone. Sam tried to break the two up, but Eminem was like, yo, 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 I'm Eminem, yo, yo, yo. And then Drake was like, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Anyways, Toodles, gotta run. Pew! Then he wound his legs up and ran so fast, his legs turned into circles and left dust clouds behind him. This left Obama distraught. They carried out the wedding, but neither of them were happy that day. It was an embarrassment for everyone involved. But hey, At least they had one thing to look forward to: the release of Sam's new game, Fireman Sam Match the Shadows, which was set to release in weeks' time. Not even Sam had played it yet. That's how secretive Bethesda was keeping this game. Only an elite few people had actually played it. Not even the programmers. They had to program this blindfolded. They have no idea what this game is even about. A week later, a copy arrives at Obama's and Sam's house. They moved in together, by the way. And they decided they would play it together. Oh no. It was horrible! Hopefully the public would like it? No. They hated it. Everyone hated it. This was horrible! How did Bethesda fuck up a game? This has never happened before! What was Sam to do? At his lowest moment, he thought it couldn't get any worse. That's when Obama let out a big sigh. I'm sorry, Sam. I'm not sure we can stay together. Obama shed a single tear and ran out the house. Sam tried to run after Obama, but it was too late. He tried to call him on his cell phone, but alas, he blocked Sam. Sam had spiraled. This was the worst time in his entire life. He lost everything. His profession, his pride, his loving husband, his money. Obama took it after the divorce. Sam had nowhere to go, nothing to do. He had no one. He spent days on end, lying in bed, crying himself to sleep every night, thinking about the love of his life, Obama. How did he let him go so easily? He was an idiot, he thought to himself. One night while sleeping, he suffered cardiac arrest, and with no one to save him, Sam had died. No one to discover his body, nothing. A few months later, Obama got worried about Sam and visited the house. He knocked on the door. No one answered the door, which was strange because Obama saw Sam's car outside. He figured he'd just walk in. After all, it was in good faith. He walked around looking for Sam, but he couldn't find him anywhere. He figured he was asleep. So he went to their old room and he opened the door and he screamed. There he saw Sam's rotting, decaying corpse. It was horrifying. Obama didn't know how to react. He called 911 and they rushed there as soon as they could. They told Obama that he had been dead for months. There, Obama burst into tears. Was this all his fault? A few weeks later of Sam's funeral, no one attended but Obama, the priest who held the funeral, and his dad, whom Sam nor Obama had ever met. It was a sad sight. Sam's dad gave a eulogy. Seeing as his father knew nothing about him, it was quite a short one, with nothing really important said, but it still made Obama tear up. Rest in peace, Fireman Sam. You were a great lad. Then, it was Obama's turn to do a eulogy. He stood up in front of the crowd and sung his song. Fireman Sam, you were my beloved. Fireman Sam, gay sex. Fireman Sam, gay sex. Fireman Sam, oh how I miss you, dear beloved. Fireman Sam, we can never skibbity toilet again. No, Fireman Sam, Fireman Sam, I can't wait to join you in heaven and match pairs with you. Fireman Sam, oh, Fireman Sam, gay sex. Fireman Sam, gay sex. Fireman Sam, I miss you. From Obama. Obama thought the only way to make up for the death of Sam, his beloved ex-husband, would be to run for president. Using the money he got from the divorce, he started his campaign. He was already senator of Illinois. It couldn't be that hard. Eventually, with a bit of persistence, he won. Then, what happened next? It was beautiful. The most heart-wrenching love story you've ever heard. We actually have a first-hand account on the story. So...
Under the heat of the hot Washington sun stood the White House. Political men of many walked down the halls, chattering about bombing third world countries and such activities. Just down the hallway in the southeast area was the famous Oval Office, and inside it was Obama. He stood at his desk, his mind spinning with pride. He had just won the election. He was the president now. It was such a surreal feeling. And just on his side was Joe Biden, his vice president, his right side man, someone he could hopefully rely on for advice. He looked at the man with a sigh, his own mouth dry as he was trying to find something to say. It sadly is unknown what words they share with each other. We have no ability of getting the information on either side for reasons you'll find out. But whatever Obama said brought the both of them closer together than ever. They moved in with each other. People will tell you it was because of safety, but history hates lovers. They would share drinks, laugh together, and even bomb third world countries together. It was truly a relationship to look up to. You could even capture both of them laying on a blanket in a field, holding the other in their arms as they looked in the night sky, commenting on different things and such. They couldn't see any stars, though. The sky was too polluted for that.
Oh my god, that was so beautiful. What an incredible love story. Really brought... I'm surfing. Oh. Anyway, on with the story. One day, Joe Biden and Obama were lying down in the White House bedroom, relaxing, and then they heard a faint screaming that they couldn't quite make out. They went outside to check it out, and they saw a strange man doing a dance, chanting, "I'm not seeing enough movement." Confused, they went back inside and walked to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. Joe Biden opened the pantry to grab some cereal. There he saw the insane man again, still dancing, screaming, "I'm not seeing enough movement!" Joe Biden screamed and fell to the floor. Obama ran over to check what had happened. Joe Biden had passed out on the floor. The insane man was still dancing. Obama ran to the phone to call the ambulance. Whilst telling the address to the operator, he felt a tapping on his shoulder. Obama turned around. It was Joe Biden. Obama happily said, "Oh my God, Joe, you're okay! Thank God!" Then Joe Biden said, "You know what's crazy? The low-tempered fade meme is still huge." Obama confusedly responded, "Joe, what?" Then Joe Biden started dancing on Obama. Then Obama also started dancing. There was a flossing apocalypse. Soon, they had all of America infected. Everyone was dancing. Finally, he was seeing enough movement. The end. And now, for our closing remarks, our utmost expert on the subject of Fireman Sam Law, Kobe Windsor. Everyone, give it up for Kobe. Whoa! Yeah!